Hello. I love the way I say hello, like Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, dear. So if this is your first time here, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist, and what I usually do on these streams, I talk a little bit about some art news, if any art news happened, or if I did anything new art-wise this past week, and then we move on to my tablet, and I draw my weekly webcomic bootleg. Okay, we already have 4 people watching. Holy jeez, you guys were waiting. That's nice. I appreciate that, really. We are now 36% funded on my current goal because I need a little bit of joy in my life. So the current goal is for a copy of Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered for Switch. I'm going blind. No, not really. I'll be briefly covering that a little bit in the upcoming comic in a couple of minutes. I've been struggling trying to see. I'm not going blind. I'm not like right now everything is quote unquote clear. It's just that one of my eyes is training at all times and it's never the same eye. When I'm looking close, one eye is training. When I'm looking far, another eye is training, and I can feel the change in my eyes. It's very stupid, honestly. And I didn't really draw anything other than my daily yesterday, but with the Wednesday RPG portrait. We're almost done there, so I will be having a poll for patrons on Patreon for what I will be drawing next, because that little booklet is still not done. Oh! Thank you, MaxTex. Thank you for joining the party. So we're still not done. Focus. There we go. We're still not done on the book. We're past the middle point. But the goal is to fill up this entire book, and we still got all this to go. So for subscribers, there will be a poll where you will get to choose which series I will draw next. So far we've already done Chrono Trigger, stay open, Chrono Trigger, hang on. Breath of Fire 1, Secret of Mana. It has to be games that I not only played, but preferably enjoyed. Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite Super Nintendo RPG. Like, Terra Enigma is up there, but Terra Enigma is more of a Zelda, so it's more of an action-adventure. You literally play as one person. This is an RPG project. I have to play more than one role. And we are currently finishing Final Fantasy VII. So I will pick 2 topics soon, and I will put up a poll. Of course, you need to be subscribed on Patreon to be able to vote. And other than that, yeah, not much. Doing my dailies. Everything is always posted on my socials if you guys want to see that. My desk is a little bit of a mess right now, but then again, when is it not in a mess? I did receive my one dip nib, and I have a review on the YouTube channel. It's right here, and I tried to use it again for a full drawing, and then it started not working well. Personally, I'm not blaming the nib itself. There was literally no change between my first try and my second try. Personally, I will say skill issues. I don't know what I did wrong this time. It was the same type of ink and everything. Well, it's probably because when I tried to clean it for the first time, the little plastic reservoir inside fell out and I didn't notice. Thankfully, it bounced on my knee and ended up in some books that I have piled under my desk, where I keep some art supplies and some books, like I said, and my books where I store my sketch cards, stuff like that. It landed on that, and it took me a while to figure out that it was that, because nowhere on the site does it show the little reservoir. I just know I saw something fly out. Took me like half an hour to find it back. Clean it up, put it back inside. So yeah, that's what's going on. But like I said, skill issue. I don't blame the nib maker one bit. Could have used a photo of the reservoir though. Like I say in the video, that there's a little cotton inside, because that's how most of his other pens work, and turns out no, it's kind of like a little plastic screw. And I understand how it works. Like, it will, because you dip the nib really far in the ink, it will pick up on the ink, and then the grooves in the screw is what keeps the ink in place and like slide down as you draw with the pen. Like I said, that pen is a learning curve with the way it's made. And hi Coco, always happy to see you. And yeah, no new changes art story wise that I haven't already covered last week. And I covered these like quote unquote generic art stories like very lightly. It's not really my place. I just want to give you guys a heads up. There are tons of other YouTubers and Twitters that covered it a lot better than me. I'm not here for news. I'm here for you guys to listen to me cuss while I draw. That's basically it. Yeah. And speaking of drawing, let's get to that. Also, I was really tempted to cancel today's stream because I am not feeling my best. First of all, where's my font? Okay, first of all, my eye issue. Like, it's not just the fact that I'm forcing to see whatever I'm looking at. Whenever my eyes are open, they're forcing. That's what's happening. But secondly, what's also hurting me is how much these glasses are costing me. Like, the total is like around $1,000 Canadian. I already paid half. Still got another half to pay. I am posting most of the dailies right now in the shop. 2 are sold already, Weave and Reckless if I'm not mistaken. I have not put the colored ones in right now for a simple reason. There's one that I'm going to keep because it's a portrait of my mom. But secondly, the colored ones are all done on the same sheet, and I will put them up in the shop once I cut them out. So it might be a while because I don't know which ones I'm going to do in colors. And that's where we're at with that. Well, I should probably mute that for now. There we go. I have an extension on Firefox that also exists on Chrome. It's called Anomalies, and every time you type in Firefox or Chrome, your typing sounds like the voices in Animal Crossing. It's adorable. I love it. Keeps me in a good mood, honestly. Just took it off right now because it might be distracting to you guys. And if I'm not mistaken, I am down to 6 pages left to do on No Rest from the Wicked. You guys still have like a lot of like 4 more pages. Just you guys are still looking forward to 10 more pages of No Rest from the Wicked. If you're on Patreon, you've already seen the backlog. Like, I really have to insist on the Patreon. If only because I would like to afford seeing, because I kind of need these two fuckers to keep doing my job. But it's at the point where I can't really keep up, so I need some passive income. I do have, at the time of recording this live stream, I do have 3 commission slots open. I had portraits, I added busts, that's half a drawing, half a character, and full bodies to my commissions. I am slowly building up. I will eventually add turnarounds and possibly draw your character here emojis. I would like to offer animated emojis. I am still working on that. You guys wanted to have a little talk about consent? You guys know that I am not a fan of receiving requests or worse, suggestions. The thing is, when people ignore that, I look like a jackass that doesn't want to get constructive criticism. But this is a problem with suggestions. They're never suggestions. Suggestions are always like hidden requests. Like when people want to suggest stuff for the Mario comic, the Smack comic, what they mean is they want to see something in the comic, but they hide it as a suggestion so they won't have to pay me for whatever they want. But the reason I say it's a, like, it's also a constant thing, like it's a bit of a test, because as suggestions are always requests in my experience, the more polite ones that want to force their kink on me will first start with the polite, can I make a suggestion? Like, my disclaimer is right there, right above your comments, where it says where I don't take requests or suggestions, and they ask anyway. Then I reply, no. Therein lies the problem, because then they start questioning my no. It's a no. It's a full sentence. If someone tells you no, that's the end of it. It is not an invitation to debate. And like, I let it slide. I literally have a day at the beginning of the month where I let it slide. You guys want free requests? Good luck. Because you're free to give me the request, and then the wheel of morality will decide what I will be drawing, and I will draw it. Of course, it has to be acceptable for YouTube. Because then after the no, they start questioning the no. And when I say because it's no, then they start describing the request anyway, which makes me an unwanted participant into their kink. But Shiro, we've seen the requests too, because they love to make it public to have more eyes on the kink. It's not a kink. It is totally a kink. If they start describing it, it's a frickin' kink. Okay? There is a way to discuss your kink without being fucking spooky. And like 99% of people will do that. Be spooky. Like, already I don't trust you because you ignore my no. Plus, if there's something I absolutely cannot handle, is when somebody tells me, have you ever thought of miscellaneous art thing? I've either, like, yes, probably. Sir, ma'am, they, them. I am 43 years old. I have thought of things since then, okay? Amen to that. They get mad if it isn't perfect, too. Right? You want perfection, you pay for it. Because with pay, you have a license to, like, perfect the art if it's not perfect, okay? Of course, there's a limit to that license because you don't want to mess with the patience of an artist. Especially not mine. Like, I have the patience of a god, I keep saying. Some days it's Buddha, some days it's Aries, okay? Plus, it's always people that write in a way that you're like, you got this feeling that you shouldn't be drawing adult stuff for them, to put it politely. Like, they write in a way, it's hard to explain, but they write in a way that does not look like English is their second language. Because, like, sometimes you have this feeling when somebody's first language is not English, and then you have this feeling that somebody's date of birth starts with 2010. Oh my god. Oh. Something happened. Oh yeah, I turned on the notifications. The audio notifications. I don't know if there was a graphic on screen for when stuff happens in the chat, so that's probably what happened. Like, I was thinking of writing a status update or a journal about it on the Vine Art, because where else would it happen? It has happened in the chat here, but still, where else would it frickin' happen? But it's pretty clear these people don't read shit, okay? Or when they do, because consent is not a thing in their little tiny universe, they write me things like, I saw that you don't take requests or suggestions, but I have a suggestions, and then they force me to participate in the kink with a big paragraph in detail of the suggestion. Every time I say suggestion, just imagine quotes around that word. Like, does anybody remember that time there was this one dude that decided that he needed my opinion on every single IP at the time that Shonen Jump had printed in its pages? And the note was like a novel, because he included references to everything, in case I have never heard of Shonen Jump or Google in my life before. Like, I didn't even respond sarcastically. I didn't respond at all, because that was way too much. And as far as I know, they only harass female presenting haiku cartoon. Hang on, I'm drunk apparently. No, I'm not. This is water. Hello, cartoon cat girl. There we go. Blah, English. But they're always harassing female presenting people. Of course, because that is part of the kink. That is always part of the kink. Whatever kink it is, part of it is always trying to make female presenting people uncomfortable. Sorry I haven't attended your streams in a while. Practically been sick all month. Was sleeping in way too late. I'm getting better though. Well, at least you're getting better. Well, we appreciate your presence whenever you can. So basically the dog has been diagnosed with me syndrome. Fat and dramatic. Speaking of fat and dramatic, right now, this dog, this very same dog, Lily, is, my parents left for a couple days to go to the hospital in another city, and they'll be back on Tuesday. Whenever they're gone, Lily is absolutely miserable. The minute they leave, if they leave without her, she goes straight down to sulk in her basket all day. Like it took me everything to get her to go out for 5 minutes to have a little pee-pee. This is a very dramatic dog. I mean, what the hell did we expect? She's a Maltese. Anything more dramatic than that is a Shih Tzu. At first my family and I thought it was the flu, but it went on for way too long. Turns out I was suffering from withdrawal of my antidepressant that my pharmacy forgot to renew for months. Oh my goodness. Oh no, you poor thing. Like, I've been 2 months on a new birth control a while back, and like, it did things to me that so much so that after 2 months I had to go back to the old birth control. So imagine withdrawal from a very important medicine that you weren't even aware of because of a pharmaceutical error. That's gotta be, you did not deserve that. I may not sound empathetic, but that's like an ADHD thing. I am a lot more angry for you than I make it sound. Like, okay, my dad has all the illnesses. It's easier to say what he doesn't have. So I know a lot about how medicine affects you. I forgot I was on multiple layers. I almost hated myself. How medicine affects you in different ways. When you take it, when you don't take it. Yeah, I can't draw that one because Lily has 7 lucky nipples. She had 1 taken out because there was a little kissed. So Lily has 7 lucky nipples. Like, I'm assuming you got that fixed now that you're here. Or somebody got that fixed very loudly and angrily. And if anybody, either in chat right now or watching the stream later, thinking, well, why don't they keep track of their medicine? It's not always that easy. Like, I don't know Cartoon Cat's Cat Girl's, like, entire, like, pharmaceutical history, and I don't need to know it. But it's just that sometimes some things can get lost in there, even when you do your best to keep track. I have 2 medicines, and I'm struggling to keep track. Mostly because one of my doctors is impossible to reach, but still. Well, see, that's an example of something that can fuck it up. You can't reach your frickin' doctor. There's always a reason. Just know people are usually always doing their best. Why do I say usually? Because we were talking about fetishes earlier. I did. My appetite is still off, but I'm starting to get better. Yay! Here's hoping that your appetite comes back quick, because you need food to retrieve your energy. Build yourself back up. You need fuel. And then Trixoddly just joined the party. Thank you for joining the party, Trix. Here's another thing with Lily. Her love is very, very wet. I am so looking forward to getting my new glasses soon. So, emoji. Itami F. Yanagi Pop. That is too recent for me to get the reference. Again, that's not me. I don't watch anything new. Why? Because first of all, I'm old. Secondly, I can't watch and work at the same time. Well, that's not true. I have YouTube on when I'm working, like, not live streaming. I have YouTube on, but I zone out of YouTube completely. It's just background noises and I don't retain anything that's happening in the video. Which is how I work. I need the sound. If I work with text, I will put on some music without any words. So I don't accidentally write down the lyrics to Shot Through the Heart in whatever I'm writing. I just do the pop emote to show I'm not a bot, and Twitch bots see I'm active, engaged viewer, not a lurker or a bot. Okay, that makes sense. Because we are doing our best here to root out the bots. We've had a problem with bots a year or two ago on YouTube. Bots with Russian names writing random code in the chat. I still don't know what that was about, and I don't care. Your dog sounds like my cat. My dog right now is under my desk crying very quietly because she's also very polite. She doesn't want to bother me, but at the same time she wants to let me know that this situation is absolutely intolerable. Because her favorite people are gone and she's stuck with me again. The irony of trying to root out bots when I'm using like 5, maybe. Also, speaking of bots, show of hands, who here likes getting cold call for stream services on Discord? Raise your hand if you like these. That's what I thought. I freaking hate cold calls to begin with. So getting them on Discord, ugh. Like I said, the point, anybody who tries to friend me on Discord, if I don't know who you are going to try to sell me something, and I am just morbidly curious to see your sales pitch. And how long it will take you to pretend to care about making new friends before you ask me if I need some graphics for my streams. Like, I had one once that was so pushy. Like, I was talking about take my no as a full sentence earlier. That one took it to another level. Like, literally, are you looking for new graphics for your stream? No. And then she started listing her prices and services, and I was like, everything she said, I was like, no, 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 thank you, no. I said no, no. And then completely ignoring me, or assuming I was meaning yes, so I should put you down for a whole package? It's my birthday. Block. I keep getting calls from loan companies. Oh, you get loans. On the phone me, I get, like, let's say we have 2 phone companies in town. We're using one. I get phone calls for the other one, calling me a client of the other one. Like, the minute they say, dear second phone company customer, and I'm like, click. Sometimes I get calls from Amazon about my packages. Then I just hang up and I just go check if there's something up on Amazon. But you know damn well there's nothing wrong on Amazon because that was a scam caller. And sometimes I ask these people, like, do these really work? Like, you must be making money to try this shit on me. Like, I will pay for a service, but I am too broke for you to steal from me. I had one recently, like, dropping my friend requests, and I see that our only server and comment was the Patreon one, and I was like, here we go. I can see where this is going. But you know what? I'm going to listen to your sales pitch, start my timer, see how long it takes you to get to the sales pitch after your little small talk. And then he starts, do you stream? What game do you stream? I stream games too. And I'm like, I stream art. Oh, I stream art too sometimes. Yeah, I bet you do! I bet you do! Like, suddenly, because I don't stream video games, suddenly art. And because he streams art too, we're not gonna start talking about art. No, 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 no. He's always bringing me back to stream, and if I'm popular, no. If I have, like, a lot of active viewers, no. Like, literally, I'm honest. I'm honest with him. And he's like, how many viewers do you have each time you streams? On a very good day, I have 4 people at once. And he's like, wow, that's a lot. I have like 230. I bet it's not even your birthday. Yeah! I mean, it sure ain't mine because you're here harassing me. Trying to sell me something I don't need. And, like, he's trying, to the best of his ability, to fake small talk, but he doesn't care. He's just going through the script. And finally, he drops, have you ever thought about doing a Sapphire campaign? And in my head, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And that is clearly his sales pitch starting. Both at the same time, like 2 voices overlapping. I'm like, is that a sales pitch, man? And he's like, no, no, it's not a sales pitch. I'm just trying to help you. You don't even know me, okay? I'm cynic enough to know that nobody is going to help you out of the goodness of their heart, especially when you're a stranger on the internet. This is probably a scam to buy followers, and I do not want to buy followers. First of all, they're all bots. Secondly, I don't have the money for that. Thirdly, I'm already not popular enough, and on top of that, I could risk my Twitch and or my YouTube to be banned for botting followers. I don't think so, girlfriend. Oh, here's something that happened. The writer for Smack, Gabe, got his Discord. I didn't even know he had a Discord account. Got his Discord hacked. And it was one of those hacks where they message you and they tell you that you need to click a link of some sort for some reason. And then you do, and then your account gets hijacked, so on and so forth. Personally, like, I don't know the details, but like I said, I didn't even know he had a Discord account, so it was probably, in my opinion, an abandoned Discord, or a Discord that he barely used, and they took advantage of the fact that he wasn't there to hijack it. Or something like that. That sounds more like something he would, like, not do, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And the person that warned me, like, was trying to get the link to work because they were sick and tired and, like, trusted the account just by name until their antivirus blocked the link, and that's when, in the sickness haze, they were like, hey, wait a minute. And they warned me about it, and they explained what was going on and sent me screenshots, and the screenshot was basically Gabe saying, I've been working on this game by myself, and I would like you to try it for 5-10 minutes. And like I said, I don't know much about Gabe's Discord account, but I know a little bit about Gabe himself, and my knee-jerk reaction was, where the hell did he find time to make a game by itself? This man is like stupid busy. Like how? Where? When? Speaking of services I don't want to use. Lately, Facebook has been on my ass. Like, your fans are following you on your Facebook page. Thank them with an AI-generated image. Sir? I am an artist. You have no idea how uninterested I am in this service. And they message me this like every other day. Thank your fans with an AI generated image. That would be insulting my fans if I did that. Like, my job is this. How would this be thanking my fans for their support of my art by providing them with a thank you slop? Plus, I've made a comic about it. I have tried AI generation. And I just do not like it. And to those of you who know me, you guys know I love gimmicks. I love art gimmicks. Not to mention an oxymoron. Eh. And like every company right now, especially Adobe. Oh, Adobe loves them their slop. They were all over it where NFTs was a thing, and they are even more over it with AI generation. DeviantArt loves it ever since they've been bought by Wix. DeviantArt has their own AI image generation software. Yes, plural. Because it's Wix talking, it's not DeviantArt talking. New technology, ooh, we gotta use it, and we gotta force you to use it. No, you can't. Crochet exists, and I don't do crochet. But in the case of crochet, it's because I don't understand it. And like I said once, you don't freaking see crochet people trying to break down my door, forcing me to crochet. What do you expect from a bunch of pigs? Well, there you go. Now, because every company is using AI right now, that's pretty much all you see. Like, I literally... Like, there are two types of AI right now that I see all the time. The over-rendered anime girl and the semi-Ghibli yellow commercial art. Like, there are still people that try to use the fully Ghibli style, but it still comes out yellow for some reason. Pigs love their slop. Like, I literally saw, I already forgot the name of the company, but I literally saw this morning an ad about companies having no budget and using an AI generated semi-Ghibli corporate art that looked yellow image to show that their company could help your failing company, that nobody was the example had like nobody fundraising the company, and I'm like, well, no shit, you use AI image, of course you got no money, clearly. Why would I use your service if you can't afford to have somebody doodle you something? Or like, at the very least, why would I use your services if you can't even afford to spend like $5 on a clip art or a photo from Alamy or something, you know? I mean, like, this is my easiest style. And you guys saw a comic like that. See? This is my easiest style. And for you guys that do watch me draw and know that it takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours, around those times usually, to make a full comic in my easiest, fastest style. But it still has more personality and is more palatable than the semi-Ghibli yellow corporate style that everybody is using right now, and I am so sick of seeing it. Time to hydrate, apparently. This will be good for my kidneys because my kidneys hurt today. Your hand blue, or is that a glove? It's a glove. It's the Moon Bunny pattern from Baby Cosplays. Let me just go get the website. It's a smudge guard because I have greasy palms. Load, damn you. Thank you. Honestly, when I'm drawing, I feel naked if I don't have my glove. Like, I have 3 identical gloves. I have one for the tablet. I have another one for when I draw. Traditionally, my drawing desk is right there. And I have a third one for when one of these is in the wash. And I have some generic ones as spares somewhere in here. Let me tell you guys, this helps a lot. Like, I'm left-handed, so my hand is always rubbing against my art, whatever, whenever, whatever. Whatever. It's on a surface. Whether it's digital or traditional. So yeah, I got mine on bbpins.com. It's a Canadian company. It is owned by a disabled person of color. I'm specifying it. Because representation is important. I just have 2 black ones that came with my drawing tablet that my sisters gave me. Hey, still valid. At least you had some that came with the tablet. Wacom sends you the bare necessities and that's it. Like my previous tablet came with an inkwell. This is that inkwell. I still have it. And this one came with this. Basically what you're supposed to do is like clip this part in on the side of your tablet, and this is going to hold your pen. And when you're actively drawing, there's also a space like to put 3 nibs here that I don't use because I have my inkwell. But like that is like the bare minimum, really. Like they don't even have buttons on the sides anymore. It's a big screen. I just ordered 4 because my cats put holes in the other ones a few days ago. Ah! I hate that. At least I am lucky enough that Lily is polite. And she will not chew anything at all unless you give it to her and you specify that it's for her. Phantom at some point, when we had first got her, she would chew on stuff until she was rather brutally taught not to do that, and after that she would only chew on stuff. We didn't beat her. Mom put Tabasco sauce in her mouth. But Lily, right away, she will not chew on anything at all unless you specifically give it to her. And then she will reap that squeaker out. Hope you had a good weekend. Hi, Hyper. Happy to see you. I had a decent weekend. For someone who has to deal with weirdos. I had a big rant about that earlier. Phantom learned the lesson the hard way. Lily didn't even have to learn the lesson. She is very polite. She is sassy AF, but she is very polite. I'm just gonna do all her beans black. She has some pink beans, but I'm not in the mood to go and count them. Ah, geez, more people bothering you. Nothing violent this time, but people are always bothering me. Lately, I had another dude with a quote-unquote suggestion. Which was basically a request for a kink. Because they all are. But yeah, no death threats this time. So that's nice. Oh dear, was it a request for Smack or something different? The ones for Smack, they usually start with I have ideas for your Smack comic. And then I usually send them to Gabe, because basically this is what happens with these. Yes, I have suggestions for your Mario comic. Like they're foaming at the mouth, desperately wanting to say to make it better, you know. And I say no, and then they go, okay, I will ask Gabe then. And then Gabe says no, but with a deeper voice. You get bothered often? Oh my god, honey, sweetheart. I just breaded and fried some cod. Yum, yum, yum. I am jealous. I love cod. I get bothered all the time. There is not one week that doesn't pass without somebody bothering me. Either for suggestions or scammers. Belle keeps biting on anything plastic, including garbage bags and bundles of toilet paper. Gotta love that plasticky feel. I wonder if that's how cats stim. Maybe they like the crinkle. Maybe Belle needs some more crinkle toys. Cute image of Belle with 30 crinkle toys around her. It tastes better if you're doing a crime. Honestly, I'm afraid of how many people would have bothered you two with how Peasley has been shown in the comics so far. Oh my god. People are gonna be so mad. People are gonna be so mad. I'm not gonna say why, because that'll be a spoiler, but people are gonna be so mad because they keep requesting a certain character and he's not gonna show up. And that's as detailed as I'm about to get about that. But yeah, I've been lucky. Nobody been bothering me about Peasley. They've been bothering me about rewriting. And I'm like, not my job, you want to bother Gabe. And they're like, okay, and I never hear from them again. So I can only imagine what Gabe tells them. Don't think I've ever had cod. Maybe in fish and chips. Probably. Usually it's cod in fish and chips. She mainly uses toys to protect her wet food. Okay, who else is picturing like a bunch of mice circling a bowl facing outward? Somebody walks a little too close. Meow. Well, don't worry, if they do raise a fuss about it, I'll make sure the comment section doesn't get too chaotic. Oh my god, like that guy who wrote an entire essay about basically how much our depiction of Wario sucked in It's a Wonderful Life. Like, not realizing that that depiction of Wario was not set in stone. Like, it was a possibility that he would end up like that without Waluigi. I'm a bit confused on why you get bothered. Just me being a new viewer, I don't know who Peasley is. Peasley is a character from Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And those words in that order. And right now, I'm doing a Mario comic set in Bean Bean Kingdom, the kingdom in the game. And Peaslee has appeared once. Peaslee is very popular. He's often shipped with Luigi because of their interactions in the game. And Peaslee has appeared once just to like welcome Princess Peach, Daisy, Mario, and Luigi to the Bing Bing Kingdom because they're going there on vacation. And I get bothered because a lot of people have opinions. Specifically on Smack, a lot of people have opinions that I can't do shit about because they question the script, and I'm not the one writing the script. But there have been some times where people try to get me started on a conversation, and I am absolutely not interested in it. Because at the same time, those same people may see my opinions on some stuff as canon. It is not. Like, my name is so very unofficial. I am uncanon as it gets. That's cool, you make comics like that. People are stupid on ships. Oh boy, do not get me started! We're trying to keep a happy, friendly aura around here. And this one kid basically wanted me to have this whole conversation about who would be stronger in a fight, Bowser and his army or Eggman and his army. And I'm like, that's a very good question, and I left it at that. I gotta get started on commission for a friend. I hope the rest of your stream goes well. Yeah, I hope so too, Hyper. Nice of you to come by. Thank you. And then the kid started demanding that I answer him. Demanding. You do not demand shit from me, okay? I am too old for this. He said, answer me. And I'm like, no. You're starting to demand stuff. Like, I have this knee-jerk reaction. Like, it feels vile when somebody tries to force something on me. I do not handle peer pressure well at all. And then he gets mad, and he demands some more, and so I block him. So what does he do? Death Battle already covered that. So what does he do? Okay? Now remember, in context, he's mad because I did not want to answer who I would consider stronger in a fight, Bowser and his minions, or Eggman and whatever he calls his. And so he goes to, I think it was either Mustastrophe or Power Trip. Either way, it was one of the voiced versions of the Mario comics. And he says, with his whole chest, in the public comments of a comic that I draw, that he wishes to raise an army to kill me. This is not paraphrased. These are the words he used. He wants to raise an army to kill me. Over me not picking between Bowser and Eggman. And of course, I'm not in charge of Hyper's channel. I'm not in charge of whatever happens on his channel. So I don't know what's going on. I'm minding my own business. Like, I'm drawing something, probably. When I get a message from Hyper, do you have beef with a kid? I'm like, what? I didn't even get a message directly from Hyper. But it is the day Hyper and I started talking together. Gabe sends me a message. Do you have beef with a kid? Because Hyper told me da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what? I have no emote reaction for that. Just what the right? Like, I have no context. I banned the guy. I'm not getting notification that he's writing death threats to me somewhere else. Hi, Ronald. Good grief, that guy needs to touch grass or seek professional help. Right? And with people like that, I'm always getting, like, the feeling that it's a kid. But, like, I'm 43. A kid can be 25 years old. That's concerning, you know? So Gabe tells me that, and I'm like, excuse me? And he links me, and I go and look, and there's this short thread, and there's Hyper wondering what's going on. Like, maybe you shouldn't write stuff like that. Like, I don't know what your beef is with Shiro. Now remember, my username everywhere is so very unofficial. My name is Shiro, okay? And this kid says, I don't know who Shiro is. I want to kill so very unofficial. And guess what? Same idiot. Like, I don't remember if I said anything. I don't think I replied, because Hyper, like, deleted all that because clearly unhinged. If you want a Super NES game worth playing, maybe I suggest Plock. Okay, I'm going to Google that right away, see if I would watch, and see if I would play it. Personally, I would just want a good adapter, because the cable adapter that plugs directly into the cable on my TV is acting up. So my SNES games are full of snow, so I got an adapter, but it forces the game in full screen. It was supposed to be able to force it back down to 4:3, but it forces it to 16:9. My games are stretched. Plock is a platform game. You lost me. It's not that I don't like platform games. Like, I have so many Marios. So many Marios. I suck at all of them. Of all the Marios I own, I have beaten Super Mario Wonder because there's less holes. Super Mario Odyssey because there's no holes. No, seriously, Super Mario Wonder was kind of easy compared to all the other Marios I've played. New Super Mario Brothers, that one I'm not sure how I managed. And if you count the ones that were made differently, there's also Super Mario Land that I have been once and never again. And Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Positive things. Love your art. It's cute. Thank you. Most of my art is cute. I like to draw horror whenever I can. Like with Barbarian Queen Charybdis, I try to draw in a very detailed, dark style. And apparently, like, I have never been told this to my face, but according to the writer for Charybdis, my art has been compared to Berserk, and I was like, I'm not that good, thank you. Like, cock. I love Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Oh, I love it too. It's very hummable. Doop doop doo doo doop 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 doo doo doop. Doop doop doo doo doop. Doop doop doo doo doop. Now, shut that right up before I get a cease and desist. I'm an okay singer, but oh my god, our Nintendo ticklish. I love horror, it's very comforting to me. Oh, honestly, there is nothing more beautiful than a horror comic. A vintage horror comic. They have such great art compared to superhero comics of the same time period. Like, oh lord. It's so pretty. And then you look at pre-code horror comics and you're like, Like, I don't even watch horror movies. I don't watch a lot of movies to begin with, because I'm always distracted, and I zone out. But horror comics, horror stories, I don't play horror games, because I'm a pussy. But I watch a lot of horror games on YouTube. I love the Mario and Luigi games, though I've only played Bowser's Inside Story and Brothership. Oh, I'm replaying Brothership right now, in fact. I'm doing some stuff differently than my first/previous playthrough. And I'm surprisingly struggling, like, a lot less. Like, a lot less. Like, I remember dying at almost every boss my first playthrough. Like, the boss I just beat. Like, I'm playing in Spanish, so I don't remember the names in English because I've only been playing 1.5 times so far. But I remember the boss that I beat, like, right before the stream. I had died at least once to that one. It's the barrel one. Is on my top 20 Super NES games. A list that is also includes Super Mario RPG, really good. R-Type 3, Mega Man X3, The Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Earthbound, Star Ocean, Tales of Fantasia. I've played Tales of Fantasia, I like that. I don't remember if I beat it. I think I did, but it's been a long while. I have a couple Tales on PlayStation 1. For all I know, I have a Tales of Fantasia remake because they have localized name. Like, I have Tales of Destiny, which is another type, which... Not another type, but Tales of Destiny... or Tales of Destiny 2. I have one or both. I don't remember. I have a surprisingly small yet big collection of PlayStation 1 games. They have other names in Japan. Kirby Superstars, Super Castlevania 4, Demon's Crest, and XLA. Oh, I suck at Demon's Crest. Oh, I struggle a lot with the controls. The only horror I can stand are the classic Universal monsters like Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Invisible Man. Have you seen the Abbott and Costello meets these monsters movies? You gotta, it's cute. And as far as horror go, there's two types of horror I really like. There's psychological horror, like when you read like Japanese horror manga and there's a bad ending, or it's like a really short story and there's no ending and stuff like that. I like that, and I like body horror. So basically, I really like Junji Ito. Oh, Kara looks so lovely in your style, lurking your store. Oh, thank you. You must be really far in the store now because I have a load. of sketch cards, and Kara was one of the really early ones, done on the really thick cardstock and some watercolor. Like, I had a lot more Undertale cards, but they're all sold. No, but my mom has, and I always wanted to watch them. Oh, you should. You absolutely should. Like, I happened to fall on one or two of them, like a bunch of years ago, because I remember the TV I watched them on, and it was on English Radio Canada. Oh my god, Lord Drop, I'm Canadian! Like, I own Ernest Scared Stupid. And I don't care who you are, that shit can be terrifying. And Army of Darkness, that's more funny than anything. And I've seen the last 20 minutes of the first Evil Dead. And once again, that was like a chance opportunity as I was flipping channels, and I was like, hey, that's Ash! Well, I mean, I'm an adult now. I've seen the Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Wasn't impressed, unfortunately. I prefer the Three Stooges. Yeah, but did they meet Frankenstein? Genuine question. I'm not that knowledgeable of super old-timey humor. Like, I know about the Marx Brothers, I know about the Three Stooges, Abbott and Costello. I was about to say Siskel and Ebert, and that's not who I meant at all. Laurel and Hardy, there we go. Like, you have to know a little bit about classic actors and comedians and stuff like that. If you've watched any Looney Tunes at some point in your life. Speaking of Canada, the new Addams Family was made there. Yeah, I know. The Evil Dead trilogy and Ernest Scared Stupid were awesome. Yes, they were. I agree. And because Ronald is the deity of trivia here, some of the trolls featured in Ernest Scared Stupids were repaints from the clowns from, is it Evil Clowns from Outer Space? Killer Clowns, there we go. Not exactly horror, but I love watching the first scary Godmother and Scooby in a Ghoul School and the Reluctant Werewolf. Oh my god, I remember that. I like the Laurel and Hardy short, the Who's Gal. Who's Go? Who's Gal? How's that pronounced? Kinda hard to explain text base. I like watching the first two Ghostbusters during Halloween time. The first two TMNTs. And by that I mean the 90s ones. Because here's the thing, okay? I haven't watched any horror movies, like serious horror movies with gore and stuff like that, because I am prone to having nightmares, like stupid easily. So, like, books are okay, stories are okay. But movies, I have been avoiding them for the longest time. And then I read, like last year, that people with ADHD can have a tendency to just be having nightmares, like all the time. Doesn't matter what you see before you go to bed. Because I have a lot of nightmares, and you know what I watch before bed? Like Game Grumps. You know, that's not exactly terrifying. Not even Ghoul Grumps. I'm not even speaking Ghoul Grumps. I'm talking Game Grumps in general. Out of the Shadows is a guilty pleasure, mainly because of Bebop and Rocksteady. Oh, I love me some Bebop. I have a Bebop figure from the 90s, again. Does that mean I think the new stuff is bad? Hell no. I just have nostalgia for the old stuff. Back when I had time to watch TV. Film and television haven't been the same since Jim Varney, Bill Burge, and Gaillard Sartain died. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pronounce that in French because I have no idea how to do it in English. Whoops, wrong color. Come on, white. There we go. So in an effort to combat the fact that I haven't watched any horror movies, when it came out, I tried to watch the Ash vs. the Evil Dead TV series. I watched 2 episodes, and then I forgot about it. Because it's really not that bad. Yeah, as far as the new TMNT stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I recently commented on Facebook. I wanted to know what was up with a certain render of the Care Bears, of all things. Because there's been a time, like in the 2010s, I believe. Gosh, your work is amazing. Sorry for so many compliments. I'm just really in awe of your work. Thank you. I appreciate that. I work hard on all my stuff. I enjoy art very much. So to know that other people are enjoying my art too, that's really nice. Thank you. Buy something. No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I don't mind when people are browsing my shop and not buying anything that is like that. That is normal, okay? That's commerce, okay? That is perfectly normal. The people I have a problem with is when they come to me after that and then tell me, how come you don't sell anything? You literally just... Those are the people I have a problem with, okay? So don't feel pressured. I am a sarcastic person. But, like, I don't like peer pressure myself, so why would I, on purpose, try to peer pressure someone else, you know? But sincerely, thank you for liking my art. It's appreciated. I say as I draw this horrible crying lily. Then I try. Oh my God, do I try? And that's another thing with ADHD, because you're neurodivergent. Everything you say comes with bonus content in fear of being misunderstood. And it's a real thing. We hella get misunderstood. That's why we over-explain ourselves. Because you know that meme on Twitter? Like, if you write that you like pancakes, somebody's gonna get, like, super mad at you. Does that mean that you hate waffles and it becomes a whole discourse? For people like me, that's real life. I've had people lose their shit at me out of nowhere, and I still don't know where that came from. And God forbid that you ask what you did wrong. Well, if you don't know, I'm not gonna tell you. Oh, we're playing that game now. Buy something. I want the Kara one. I just gotta wait to see what Sinterklaas comes next. Oh yeah, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for Sinterklaas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because I know what Sinterklaas is. You will never guess from where. From Archie Comics. There was this one comic, because we have Archie Comics in the house. Like, the walls are lined with Archie Comics. That's how bad it is. We have so many Archie Comics. And I remember one drawn in the Christmas times where the Archie gang explains where the origins of Santa Claus. Bonus content! And Sinterklaas is one of the reasons why I'm so pissed off that I have to pay $1,000 for glasses right now, because it is way too close to Christmas. And I'm not going to be able to buy nice gifts because I'm spending that much money on me, and I don't like spending money on me around Christmas time. I've had people tell me I'm rude even though I didn't mean to be. See, right there. And we don't know why we're rude. And when we do, we're rude about it. On purpose, because we're frustrated. Like, it's rude to be direct. Well, you're going to have to and you're going to have to understand that we need direct info. Okay, we need to be direct. And when we're direct, what do you mean by that? I mean exactly those words. The words that you heard are the words that I said. There is no secret meaning. There is no spy code. Sinterklaas in the Dutch form of Santa Claus. Oh yeah, you don't need to explain Dutch holiday then. There you go. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. Lord knows I like a good info dump. But yeah, I hate spending money on myself around Christmas. I'm just gonna give it. I don't even have... My wallet is, like, not shaped like that at all. It's one of those zipper wallets, and it's got, like, geishas on it. But, you know, saving time. Like, one time I was talking to a little boy customer, and his mom got super mad. She said, "He's just a kid, don't talk to him like that." And I'm like, what did I say? And like, she was so mad about how much I talked offendingly to her son. Like, she threw the card machine at me after she paid for something. Yeah, just recently my grandmother wants to do a last big holiday gift giving and my wallet isn't pleased with what the kids are wanting. I know. Like, I'm 43 and I still make a Christmas list. And I have to remind my mom that at this point I have too many unused wallets. I have too many unused purses. I have this collection of Emily the Strange purses. And Mom got mad at me because there weren't enough expensive gifts on the list. And I'm like, Mom, I'm 43. Whatever I want that's expensive is gonna be like really expensive. But she wouldn't leave me alone about it, so I put two really expensive things, and I have to keep reminding her, you do not have to buy everything on the list. Unlike the suggestions I get on the Vine Art, these are real suggestions. You don't have to get me everything. Save some money for Dad for his new chair. And for the curious, the really expensive things that I put on my Christmas list were a Switch 2, because completely lost Nintendo loser gamer. And an embroidery machine so I can make pretty eyes whenever I have the time to make plush toys, because I like to make plush toys. And I would like to make really pretty eyes for them. Like lately I only have the budget to make toys with the materials I've got. And the materials I've got is needle felting, so I have a lot of loose wool. And I like needle felting. There's nothing like stabbing a little bit of wool for a couple hours to relax. And the most recent one I did is Baby Garfield as a tempura shrimp. I was inspired by the Labubu tempura shrimp costume. I do not have a Labubu. I don't super care for them, but I get where they're cute because they remind me of Moomin. A lot of people will say they remind them of Where the Wild Things Are, but to me, they remind me of Moomin. Moomin, which has a really cute theme song in French. I don't know how it goes in English. I don't even know if it was dubbed in English. Probably. Lally Mooney, Lally Mooney. Alright, I'm almost done. Trivia about Boris Karloff. One of the last things he did was a film called Ghost in an Invisible Bikini. The island or the clothing? Or do I really have to ask? Oops. I hate when I do that. Load. What a way to go. Well, I hope he had fun filming it. What a way to go down in Bikini Bottom. It was more of a comedy. You don't say! See, this is how I talk. And the way I just said that would probably trigger a neurotypical. Because you're not allowed to not catch a joke from a neurotypical, but you're also not allowed to joke with a neurotypical. Either way, they're gonna get offended. Another thing neurotypical hates is when neurodivergents are competent or something. Oh, they hate that. Oh, they hate that. Are you doing your job properly? Oh, they hate that too. And we put the text back on, and we will be done. You guys were very talkative today. That was super fun. Almost forgot to turn the paper back to white. Yeah, I believe we're done for today. I'm gonna have a sip while we say our goodbyes real quick. I'm glad we have new people that enjoy my art. That's really the goal, isn't it? When you post your art on the internet, you hope people enjoy it. So, if you guys also enjoy the Smack comic, Super Mario Adventures Continued, of course, it's for free on Global Comics if you want to see some work in progress on the pages. And some, the backlog, there's like 4 pages already drawn. 3 or 4. I know I'm getting another one started tomorrow already. Well, yeah, we've been here for a while. Like, I will stream until I finish the comic. That's how it goes. Because right after that, I have to take a little rest and then do some chores and take care of the whiny dog under my desk. But usually I shut down the stream right away. I'm giving you guys a little chance to have a little extra chat before I go. Because I don't know if you guys can hear this, my voice is starting to crack a little bit. But like, if you guys would like to see some work in progress or the backlog, some early pages of Smack before they go public, feel free to subscribe to my Patreon. I also have some chats up there if you guys want to talk to me. Because like that, if you go through the trouble of subscribing to my Patreon to talk to me, I can be sure that you're not one of the weirdos with suggestions. No, but I only want to ask one thing. No, but just one thing. No, explains the one thing they want to ask in detail, and it makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And like I said at the beginning of the stream, it has to be part of the kink. Like, there's a way to have a kink and to ask if you can share it and be absolutely normal about your kink. There's absolutely a way to do that. But I never seem to attract people that are normal about their kinks. That's what I'm saying. That's what like I said earlier, 99% of the time of the people that approach me about their kink, they're not normal about it. I have had people that are perfectly normal about it, and I appreciate those people so much. And I know I just had to talk about how it's hard to communicate when you're neurodivergent. But we're also very direct. And we understand that a no means no. It does not mean convince me. So you check your consent, people. Consent can be taken away at any time, especially at the beginning of the conversation. If you're trying to have a conversation with somebody and that somebody says no, that conversation is over. Ponce le dise. Therefore, I am going to skedaddle to the end screen so we can give extra special thanks to our supporters. Every little bit counts. And just because I want to see the little rainbow thing show up on YouTube, like and subscribe. So extra special caramel drizzle, rainbow sprinkle, chocolate syrup thanks to all our supporters: Amber B, Paul K, Miss Innovis, Sir E. Otter, Bad at Multiplayer, Matthew H, Blas6, Laura S, Artsy Tanook, and Jeff B, and our part-time supporters, Super Dude 808 and Rocket Mouse. Your continued or part-time support is appreciated. Next live stream, one cake I bet you would like is the Bears, a cake that has pudding in between layers. Something to try, I guess. Calendar. Okay, that's what I thought. Next live stream is going to be, yeah, no, that is way too close. As a fellow neurodivergent, I went to speech therapy from kindergarten to the 7th grade. See, I was talking about bonus content earlier. That was Ronald saying that. I was talking about the bonus content earlier. We all come with bonus content. Next live stream is going to be, yes, Sunday, November 2nd. Because I am going to try to give myself a little chance here. And I will have, of course, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will have the color challenge on Saturday, the 8th. Like I said, just to give me a little chance here to get my bearings. Anyway, all that will be written in my monthly newsletter. Feel free to subscribe to that too. I usually pin it at the top of all my socials that allow pinning. So if you want to subscribe to that, go ahead. I am losing my voice! So I'll see you guys next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time, I don't know you, I don't know your life. I know you guys had fun. You guys told me. And you guys enjoyed my art, and that's really nice. I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys next week. I love you all.